Even trying to get into the court. You said you were there earlier.
It was a fucking disaster.
It was like that scene in Lord of the Rings when your man's running through the crowd with a big torch and just like pushing everybody out of the way.
Whoa.
Well, it's going to cause a lot of problems now.
I know, I'm in enough trouble. I think the main difference was, obviously, we had an album finished in start of March last year, and it wasn't the right feel, and we kind of had to scrap the whole thing, even though there was a lot of good songs on it, but we had to kill our babies, as you say, and then we started a game with Dan Carey, obviously, and as we said, in October or September, I think it started, was it? Yeah. And we did that for 7 weeks, but it was the first time like a lot of bands or whatever, they would have a lot of the songs wrote before they get to the studio, whereas we kind of had to start fresh. So we were writing the tracks as Dan Carey was creating the tracks. So like the lyrics and the production was like kind of developing at the same time, same pace, which I thought was interesting. So I loaded music boring probably for people. I was a very organic feeling. It was the first time we'd ever done it like that.
Obviously, when we were in the studio, we were in the magistrate's court during that period. During the 7 weeks, we had to leave the studio and go to the courts, and then also we had the Wembley Arena concert. So it was quite a busy time for usually studio time for bands. It's quite like downtime, but we were kind of thrown into the chaos of going to court, mostly Mo Chara, obviously. So, but actually ended up not much of a hindrance. Kind of helped us, and we used that in the song Carnival. You'll hear we sampled the crowd outside the court case, saying Mo Chara.
Yeah, that's actually one of my favourites in the album, that record.
Carnival is?
Yeah. I really, really like that track.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it always goes. Like all the ones that you like, it's always like people. It's the same actually when you're writing. It's like the lines that you kind of like are throw away, like ones that are kind of like song fillers. They're always the lines that people love, and it's always the songs that you kind of. Like, Carnival's not my favourite one. I love Carnival, like, but it's definitely nowhere near my favourite. If I had to drop one for the set, like for like a set, I think that's my one I would drop. But I won't do it for you.
Yeah, don't put it on.
I won't. I'll do it today.
I'll do it today.
Thank you. And obviously, you're experiencing a lot outside of writing music, but it also inspired you. I mean, it's great that you were finding inspiration and kind of go like really quite hard time.
Yeah, I think it's very like. It's very like I suppose it's our Kneecap ethos to kind of use these things to your advantage and trying to make them work. So it was yeah, we weren't going to let a good crisis go to waste.
Yeah. Thrive in the chaos.
Thrive in the chaos.
And obviously you had some big gigs as well last year. I mean, how is it like you're generating like absolutely massive crowds? I mean, how is it for you guys to go out and play these massive crowds?
Well, that was Wembley was another one that we had to do. So we had to, like, it was a chore. Like, it was one of the gigs we had to do during the...
Naughty boy.
Nah, you go and play Wembley and think about what you've done. No, but during the film, or during the recording of the album, we had Wembley also. So that was another thing that actually really like influenced the album as well, because Dan Carey came to the show.
Dan Carey.
Sorry, lads. I was hitting the vape pretty hard last night. I'm sorry. I was hitting the vape pretty hard last night. I'm sorry.
You sleepy boy.
But yeah, Wembley's a kind of iconic place to be playing as well.
There you go. Thank you very much.
We always want to play at Wembley. Getting in the arena.
I know Wembley.
Getting to see Wembley. I always wanted to say that.
It's cool doing all the gigs, Fontaines obviously, and over in Finsbury Park and Manchester and stuff. It's nice, like in Ireland, there's just so much bands coming up now, so we're all kind of get to share the stage together with Gurrier, or Murder Capital, Fontaines, etc. And then we'll have them all at Crystal Palace and the Mary Wallopers in Mothersalach in June. I don't know what date it is, but if you want to come down, it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun.
How is it for you guys to listen back to the record, and like, are you proud of it? And obviously, you've documented a lot of experiences that you've had. How does it feel to listen back to it?
Yeah, it's my favourite, for sure. My favourite album.
Of all time?
I read that the other day, actually.
The tracks are going down really well live as well. Like proper fucking energetic floor fillers.
He was hitting the piano.
I was hitting the coffee pretty hard this morning.
I guess cool because like the album, because with Dan Carey, and like as he talks about like the complexity of sounds with Dan Carey, and like we got in the Dan's studio, and he had like fucking, he's like a crazy scientist. He has like simps all around the wall, all these instruments I've never heard of. Clavicular lines.
Clavicular, that's the wee fucking...
Clavicular, so I had some fucking Gale maxing. Tune maxing with Dan Carey. But he's Clavioline. He had us all these crazy instruments, and we were trying different stuff, and Dan was never the first person to leave the studio. He'd be there, he'd be the last man to leave until we had nothing left in us. Then he'd go to bed, but he was always the last man standing.
How would you describe your live performances? Because when I've seen you guys, it really feels like a celebration. It does feel like a party, like it's got that kind of energy. Is that important that it's like that for you guys?
Yeah, I think we approach every show the exact same. Like, it doesn't matter if it's like in Rough Trade or if it's in Wembley, as we were saying. I think it's important that we, perform the same, because it's obviously something we love to do, and then obviously you're performing for people who, like, it's because of them that we're able to do this. You know what I mean? So it's important that you give the best show. I think it's very, very important that you do the best show you can every time.
Because we have a reputation of being like a band that's live shows are good. You know what I mean? People that already come with that kind of energy, and they have that expectancy. So whenever they're in, they're up here already.
Yeah.
Even when the show's starting, it's here already. So
yeah, it's almost like the hard work's all been done before the show. So people are coming in and they're full of energy now. They're giving us a show as well. So
I think that like the origins of that is like, because we started off doing the music in Irish, it was like a big part of like our challenge was to connect with the audience and interact with them in a way that they can enjoy the music without understanding it. So it's kind of bringing that energy on stage was for a way for the crowd to actually enjoy it, because most people don't know what the fuck we're saying, in Ireland even, never mind in England. So the energy and that connection on stage is very important for us.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome that you're kind of more people are wanting to learn Irish now. I mean, especially after the film, I remember hearing that people. I mean, how does that feel to kind of be like flying the flag for that?
It's cool to be. I think we feel like we're part of like a wider movement in Belfast and Ireland in general of promoting the language and the culture. So we just feel like we're a part of that wider movement. There's other people who are youth workers or cultural workers or organised classes and volunteer and stuff. So we feel like we're just another section out there. But it's really nice, and I seen recently there was a 400% increase in kids attending Irish language schools in the north. So that's pretty cool. Not saying it's all because of us.
Yeah, but even when we were growing up, like, that's something we were always passionate about, the language, and there wasn't always that many opportunities outside of the school system to be able to go and do stuff with it. And
Duolingo.
Duolingo, yeah. People used to go to Duolingo classes.
He owes us money.
Can you get Irish in Duolingo?
Yeah.
It's like one of the.
I think it's the biggest downloaded one in Europe.
It was one of the biggest. Yeah, it was. I think it was the third most downloaded language
in the world.
In the world a couple of years ago.
Oh my god, I'm going to do it.
Yeah. Why?
And speaking back about the album, I mean, I love the Irish Goodbye song. I mean, that's so gorgeous. And also, like, having Kay Tempest on it. I mean, you couldn't ask for, like, a better collaborator than Kay, can you? Like, I mean, tell me your story behind that song and how was it to get him on board?
So it kind of started off with when we were in the studio, like that period. I didn't have any intention of doing like a song about that, but somebody sent me a documentary that showed me with my ma and my family and whatever. I never really seen any videos of my ma. We weren't really video people. We were more of the photo album kind of family.
Radio?
The AV. Get the wild.
Beat it, Max.
So I seen that there, and it's kind of had an impact on me since my ma passed away. I never seen videos of her like kind of being happy and stuff. So I just wrote the song, but based on like trying to remember all them happy moments that you kind of miss when people are gone. All the kind of in between bits in life that you don't think about at the time, that you just brush off as like meaningless life, but in hindsight they were the important bits. So I just kind of wrote that song, and then like Dan's worked with Kay, and this Kay was knew somebody had to do it, and Kay was a perfect fit. Kay, that's kind of Kay's word, like that kind of vulnerable spoken word and being open and stuff. So that Kay kind of brought that extra just vulnerability, and he came in the studio and delivered the verse, and it was like, it's always nice, like a privilege to kind of for someone to open up like that in front of you in the studio, because you're in a very confined space and being very open, it's quite humbling.
And the video is amazing as well.
Yeah, you're
so great.
Yeah, Thomas James, shout out Thomas James, put a lot of work in. And Liam Cunningham and all the actors and stuff. It's nice because it's different. Like obviously it's not the usual Kneecap song, so it was nice that Thomas came up with this idea of turning it into a script, because maybe the song can't really be explained in 3 minutes, or that feeling that generates with the song. So I think it had to be intertwined with that storytelling, so that you can kind of get that emotion across.
beginning bit with the flower arrangement as well. I mean, it starts off funny, doesn't it? So it's like.
If you go to an Irish funeral, like it's a bit sad at the start and then at the end, so it's pretty funny.
It's a dark humour.
We do funerals and wakes very well.
Yeah, getting selfies with the body and stuff.
I mean, I kind of want to go to one, but it's that dark thing.
I don't think it's dark at all.
Nice
we look forward to them.
What's in English?
You get well
funeral,
fed.
like, how's very depressing?
Well, I'm Scottish, so Scottish is probably quite. I don't know.
Do you do wakes? You don't do wakes.
No.
Do
I think they wake him in the chapel.
Everyone gets really pissed. So it's
That's a given. You have to do
yeah,
that.
but not just in a normal way.
I think in England you get put in the fridge for like 8 weeks.
Chapel. Yeah,
No,
we say the butter.
You get put into the like.
No, they leave in the fridge.
Funerals are like ages away.
I find that bizarre. I think it's mad that people don't do wakes.
But the wake happens in the chapel and the night before the burial as well, I think.
Oh, fuck, you'd rather be in your own house.
I know,
In the fridge. Freezing.
with your comfies on.
You cozy wozies.
And I wanted to ask you about, do you think you'd be able to go to America? What's the crack going to be there? Do you think is there a plan? Are you trying to get visas?
Well, see, the thing was, we never actually got turned down for a visa. Like, there was a lot of miscommunication there, and I think the media kind of ran with the story that they wanted. We were never turned down. What happened was we were changing kind of like our promoters in America. So what happens is you have to reapply for a new working visa, and then obviously with the court case going on, we didn't apply for one. So now that the court case is over, I don't see any reason why we won't get our visa accepted. Obviously, we've never been convicted of any crimes in any country in the world. Like, so, we just didn't apply for it because we thought it was probably a wrong time to do it. So I think now with everything being over, there's no reason why we won't be back in America soon.
Yeah, it's the same thing. You know, all the people, especially we have such a nice community of people who come to the Kneecap gig. So, you know, I think that's very important space for them and for us, and that's like the people. That's the reason we want to go back there, for the people who are coming to our gigs.
Yeah, because I think when you post stuff, you always get loads and loads of comments, don't you? People being like, come to America, come to America.
Brazil.
Like, yeah.
Brazil.
You get capital Brazil.
I love the good Brazil.
Yeah, and that's kind of mental, isn't it? That it's like you're going to be singing in Irish in Brazil.
We're-
It's like amazing.
We were in
Japan,
fucking Japan there. Crazy.
Well.
Japan in January. And,
Japan in January. There you go. Is that JJ stands for? But yeah, we had a mad experience with a Japanese gig. Like, we were sitting at the side of the stage, behind the curtains, waiting to go on. We were the first act on at that stage at the festival, and it was obviously silence behind the curtain. We were like, oh fuck, there's obviously nobody here. And then our manager came around and was like, well, do you see the amount of people that have showed up? It was just thousands of Japanese people in silence, because they're like so polite, obviously. So they were just like, you could hear a pin drop. They were just in silence before our show. They went off during the tunes, but in between them they just went silent. As interesting culture.
They've got it nailed. Just like
They're so polite.
they preserve their energy.
That's nice. Yeah.
They go at it.
And we were just speaking briefly about the court case. I mean, how are you guys feeling in the aftermath of that? I guess it's probably a relief not to keep having to bloody go back to
Yeah,
the
definitely.
mags, isn't it?
Yeah, the mag.
HMP.
Yeah.
even trying to get
Freedom on
into
them.
trying to get into the court. You said you were there
It
earlier
was
on.
a fucking disaster.
It was like that scene in Lord of the Rings when your man's running through the crowd with a big torch and just like
Whoa.
pushing everybody out of the way.
Whoa,
That's
that's
nice.
some analogy, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, no, it's obviously a relief. It's over. We didn't expect any other result, to be fair, but still relief. Yeah.
And final question: can I just ask you where the best Guinness is in London?
Wow.
Oh, well, it's going to cause a lot of problems now.
I know I'm in enough trouble.
Not anymore. You're off the hook.
This is too controversial for me. I'm not going to touch it.
What do you call Fenton's place?
He's fitting.
I mean, this is
Molly
mainly.
Blooms.
Molly Blooms.
Oh,
That's good.
fuck that, yeah, Fenton, yeah, Molly
Molly
Blooms.
Blooms.
Molly Blooms, well answer.
I heard the Shillelagh's nice. I haven't been there.
Devonshire's nice.
Devonshire nice Guinness. I heard the
Molly
Shillelagh
Blooms.
is very nice, but we'll go.
Molly Blooms.
I haven't been there.
What's Corrigan's place called again?
Mayfair.
Daffodil Mulligans.
Daffodil Mulligans.
Yeah.
Nice pint.
Molly Blooms though.
No, Molly Blooms.
Go Molly Blooms.